Dark Knight Rises. Basically, after Batman Begins is the only one that is titled Batman, but not the Dark Knight or Dark Knight Rises. So, at this point, why should you title it Batman? It should be Dark Knight Begins, and then start with Dark Knight and Dark Knight. So if all of it has sounds, but it's kind of too late. Anyways, the Batman Dark Knight Rises is basically, it has been 8 years since Batman has been, since Bruce Wayne has since Batman. And there's a new threat that comes into Gotham. His name is Bane. Bane is strong and muscular. And, and this Bane is very intelligent than the, Batman and Robin one. He's more intelligent. And he is, oh yeah, and he plans to destroy Gotham. Oh yeah, and he decides to eventually go back into Batman because the police, this is too big for the police. Bane's too big because he got a whole army and that sort of thing, and he just cannot be, the police wouldn't stop him anyways. So Batman decides to come back, gets new gadgets like the Bat plane. This plane called the Bat, and this thing that rests the Bat plane in this, and the Bat plane in this blood brace. Also, there's a Catwoman, played by Anne Hathaway, and they did it right this time, because she's just a jewelry face, that's all. And then, during this guy, Roland Doggett, who appeared in the animated series, was trying to take over Bruce Wayne Enterprise, and then he does the Gotham Stock Exchange, and then Ben interrupts the Gotham Stock Exchange, and then Batman appears up, fights some thugs, and Catwoman, and fly off into the, Bat. Then, and then, oh yeah, and then, oh yeah, and then, there's this nuclear bomb type thing, oh yeah, and then, this girl wants to, Roman Tate wants to, save the world, and there's this thing that would help the environment, and Batman has got infected all his stuff and start murdering. Oh yeah, Alfred Lee's. He's in the story. doesn't show up, which is disappointing for the rest. Anyways, well, until the end. And then he's being forced out of his company and that sort of thing, but at least they keep the mansion and hold on a second. Miranda and Bruce have sex, and after sexual intercourse, they Miranda and it's like, Bruce, we should take my plane. We travel somewhere in the world, and I was like, no, I wouldn't. And then he sneaks off, puts on the Batman costume, and then has to fight some thugs with Catwoman, sexy, and then, oh yeah, and after fighting thugs, Batman and Bane have their very first showdown. Bane breaks his back, and then after it has to take months, breaks his back and throws him in his underground prison, where I believe Bane once was when he was a little boy, and then he escapes. Then, and he believes to be the child of Ra's al Ghul. Then, and then afterwards, Bane terrorizes Gotham, and then, Bruce Wayne recovers and comes back after recovering and takes back Gotham City, and then, fights Bane, and then we find out that Bane wasn't the child of Ra's al Ghul, but actually was Miranda was. Her name was really Talia. And Bruce is kind of shocked about this. And then they had a choice after Talia because they had a nuclear bomb. They crashed in a truck. The truck crashes over and Talia dies. Oh yeah, and earlier Catwoman kills Bane. Didn't mention that earlier. And then Talia dies. Then Batman has to stop the bomb, and then he blows up the bomb, and then drops off the bomb. The bomb explodes. Batman has died, but actually, Batman is alive. Bruce Wayne is alive. That is the most awesome movie. Christopher Nolan, I love his dress and stuff. And all three movies is awesome. I think this one's the most awesomest of all. He has not disappointed us. Joe Songermer has disappointed us with the latest one. And I'm glad they stopped making those type of movies with his direction, because it would have sucked, Christopher Nolan, he didn't suck. He rised. He kept on rising and making audience and giving us audiences. Oh, I love it. Also, I was like, wait, Bane is a child of Ra's al Ghul? What do you mean? But then they changed it to Talia, and I was like, nice. Now you're keeping it accurate to the comic books. And I love the fact that Bane and Bane broke his back, just like in Batman Nightfall. Batman Nightfall, and no other media, Batman animated series, Batman Robin has, well, the Batman did show him breaking his back. No other television movies have never shown Batman being broke back by Bane. And this shows it. And it's awesome. Also, it kind of made me think of Batman Dark Knight Returns. And if I could compare this to anything, I would say Nightfall with Dark Knight Returns into one story. And a little bit of No Man's Land. That's what it seems like. And a bunch of Ra's al Ghul stuff. Also, it's kind of like how Batman Begins Batman Begins kind of reminded me of Year One. That sort of thing, because a lot of characters were in it was from Year One. That sort of thing. This reminded me of three different things. Also, I like to how it connected with the second movie, The Death of Harvey Dent, the first movie. Man, Christopher Nolan, I love his interpretation of Batman. I got this. My girlfriend gave me for my Christmas, but I seen it before that. Man, I could go on forever. Every movie that made by Batman was awesome. I want to say, would be my last Batman movie, but I haven't done the animated movies yet. So I'll do those in animated series, and then I'll go back into comics. Well, that said, I'll end my review here.